Hello. Okay, I can't hear you.
All
Do I
right.
have you muted? Oh, there you
No.
are.
Oh, yep.
Okay, you're here. I'll let everyone in now.
Fantastic.
Thank you. And it is recording. Did it tell you it was recording when you got on?
It did. That's perfect.
Okay, just wanted to check. Hi, by the way.
Hello. All right, everybody. Hello. I can see some of your beautiful faces. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Maria. I see Jessica. Hi. This is awesome. I feel like I've touched base with quite a few of you this past couple of weeks, too. This is good, good, good. All right, there's a couple more coming in. Hi, Kathleen. All right, you guys, I am going to focus mostly on November strategy. Um, what I would do if I was in your shoes and just opened the book to a brand new month. We are 1 month into Q4, and man alive, did October rock. The numbers were off the charts, and you guys were very, very busy. As you know, we've had a lot of happen between that clicked on when you woke up on November 1st, right? So I wanted to make sure that we utilized everything that you have access to and give you some strategy behind that. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen. All right. Maria, can you give me a thumbs up? Michelle, can y'all see that? Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to dive in. November strategy. First things first, this is our last month of Double Dash. So if you have someone who is still in that fast start period, meaning they could have enrolled on October 31st, they could have enrolled as far back, let's see, August, September, October, November. Yes, August. So if you have anybody in that fast start period, enrollment month 1, 2 to 3, this is for not only for them, but it is for you as well. As you know, Cash Dash has been around. It is not going anywhere. So at the bare minimum, you want to run for the Cash Dash. But just this month is the last month that we're going to utilize Double Dash. And what's the difference between the two? All the difference is 20 pet quizzes. And as we all know, the pet quiz stats have proven to like 15% higher order volume, meaning you could take an order from, let's say, $80 all the way to 115. The percentage and the volume can just skyrocket when you're having personalized recommendations fed to you through that pet quiz. That benefits not only the new consultant of going, okay, here is how we are going to utilize that. Here's how I'm going to learn about the products. Is how I'm going to learn when they say, this is their answer, this is going to be their recommendation, right? We know y'all are experts in the recommendations, but there's something about taking a quiz and having this just streamlined process of here is what is recommended for you and getting that personalization, right? So it also allows the new pet pro to learn as they earn, but it educates them, their customers as well. So we want to really make sure that not only are we hyping them up and saying, okay, you're new, let's learn about these products as fast as possible. The quickest way to get sales and educate yourself is the pet quiz. While you're doing that, we're going to pay you. Cash Dash on top of your commissions, you get Cash Dash bonuses and Double Dash when you hit that 20 pet quiz mark a month. And because you are sponsoring them, because you are coaching them, because you are pouring into them, we're going to reward you as well. And that is a pretty sweet deal. So, with that being said, there is a tracker in your back office that shows you everyone who is in their fast start period and how many pet quizzes they have taken, where their volume is at. So you are securely at the beginning of the month. So everybody's, honestly, we're just getting going. So if I were brand new, or had a brand new pet pro, I would make sure that they get activated as fast as possible. And that will bring me to kind of this end of this conversation, but making sure they get activated, they are purchasing, they have their first customer, or they have their first customers, and then you're going to encourage them to that next level, right? Great, you earned your $50. Now let's go for 100. Let's go for 150. Let's go for 200. That's possible. I would always start with one step at a time, because the best thing you can do after you get a yes is go get another yes, because your confidence is so high, right? So first and foremost, I want to make sure that that is not fallen off anybody's radar. If you don't have anybody new, go get someone new. Again, it is the very beginning of the month and the sky's the limit, but this double dash does expire on November 30th. So make sure that you have strategically milestones marked within your month where you have a reminder set to go check to see where everybody's at. And as a sponsor, you're hitting those 20 pet quizzes too. So again, you're not only coaching, but you're leading by example. And so we know that that magic can happen in that partnership and carry you on to longevity. Further down the road as well, even long after Double Dash ends. Next up on everybody's radar should be our paw trip. This is running through December 31st. I know we have said this a billion times, but it is new. In years past, this has rounded up in January, and so we want to make sure that everybody is focused on the next 2 months to get your qualified points in the bag. We want absolutely everyone who is anywhere close to earning. If you are sitting at 450, let's rock and roll to 800. If you're sitting at 500, 600, let's rock and roll to 800. If you're sitting and you've already earned the trip, you're like, I'm going, let's get you to the next tier, right? Look at these offers that you have. Tier 1, you're going to get to go. Tier 2, you get airfare for 1. You get that airfare paid for. Tier 3, rather, you get a trip for 2. You get to bring somebody, and your airfare is covered. And of course, Tier 4, both of you are covered airfare and a trip for 2. So we want to make sure that you are not leaving any tiers or trips or airfares on the table. Grab what you can and run. As you guys know, we'll get into this in just a second. Just to go through it again, I know you know this program backwards and forwards, but NPV is huge in this. And new customer sales, that first order of $100 is going to give you 15 points, and then reoccurring orders is going to give you 5 additional. So just for layman's terms, if this is the first time you have ever heard this, your NPV for November, those $100 orders are going to give you 15 points. And then in December, when they reorder, that's going to give you an additional 5. So wanted to make sure that we highlighted that as well. But the number one place that I want to focus on is sponsoring, because this is the area where I think we can lean into and get double the trip earners that we have right now, simply by having people who have signed up, encouraging them to activate. And again, I'm going to give you what I think is the secret sauce to doing this in just a few minutes. But I wanted to make sure that we all understand what we're running for, and that 100 NPV is going to be very crucial. So not only do you get rewarded when you have new customer sales, but we're also, when that pet pro gets activated, we are going to have when they are in their enrollment month or that next month. So again, this month could be their enrollment month, and we can run that through December. If they enrolled in October, then they can still run in November. We are going to have that you both get 20 points each for that 100 in PV, which is again, I think totally doable. And I'm going to show you how. Uh, Once they're enrolled, rank advance, rock and roll. And this is not only for them, but we are directors and above on this call. So when you promote, you are going to get points for your promotion. So when you promote from director to senior director, that's going to be 50 points. All right. And that's super, super exciting. So you have that opportunity as well as utilizing anybody on your team who is going to rank up as well. And I know many of you are wanting to get to not many of you, but many of your team members want to get to director for legacy. So we want to make sure I had to throw that plug in there too, because we're all going to meet in Santa Fe. But I want to make sure that you have this on your radar. All right, moving right along. I want you to get into a little bit of a strategic thinking. You know, life truly is a game, right? And you got to learn how to play. And in this business, it's like a whole bunch of puzzle pieces that you just have to put together. Your strategy, your sales experience, your network that you have, your profession, the time you have in your day, and what home office gives you. What are we running for? What sales objectives are we meeting, and how can I milk them for all they are worth? Again, I don't want you leaving anything on the table. The first thing I want us to focus on is activating pet pros. This means $100, right? So this is important for numerous reasons in our comp plan, but it really is important to keep them strategically engaged in their business. And $100 for activation, getting them up and going, making sure they're having that reoccurring income, servicing their customers. We can do this time and time again. And it's when you have those hundreds that are happening all over your organization is when you will see that magic happening. We have talked about fast start. I wanted to just put a plug in there that also goes into double dash and cash dash. We just went over that. But what I want you to focus on is, they say this when you're on an airline, right? Like if there's turbulence, you want to put your face mask on first, and then you want to hook up the person next to you. The first thing I would do was to make sure that I am securing me, and then I'm going to secure my team's NPV. We want absolutely everybody having new personal volume, because you've heard it said before, if your business is not growing, what is it doing? It's dying. And the last thing in the world we want to do is have someone who's joined us in business or ourselves have a business where we're not adding to and growing, because people's customers situations will change. And I can go through a couple of examples of job loss can happen, or investments happening in different areas of their life, or pets pass away. So there are people who will have a pet, and when they pass away, they don't get replaced. That could mean a loss of a customer for us, right? So with that, if you're looking at long term, you're building your business, you're going 5, 10, 15, you are leaving a legacy with this business. You are going to want to think new PV all the time. And most importantly, not just for the security of your business, but also for the growth of Pawtree, because we are a brand that is not recognized nationwide yet. And that is in the hands of our pet pros. And so making sure we're getting new PV means new customers, and it means new pet pros. And that's really the only two things we do in this business, right? Paw Trip, again, where I think if I was in the field, I would focus heavily on activating pet pros and volume, 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 which is going to what's going to activate all of those rank advancement points, right? And the NPV bonuses that are available for you. So here's some tidbits. This will lead us into the strategic part of where I would go of holiday. Again, you have seen these slides. This is not going to be anything that is new to you, but it started in October. The holiday kits are the same that they have always been. So if you've been around for 5 or 6 years, I can imagine that you might be like, oh, ho, hum, it's the same old holiday kits. And here is where I am going to encourage you. Do not treat the ho hum like ho hum on social media or when you're talking to someone. Because if you approach me, I've never bought from you before, and you're like, and I say something about holiday kits, and you're like, yeah, they're the same. Or if you're not excited about them, and you sold me one last year, and I haven't seen anything this year. I'm like, well, I guess she's not having the holiday kits anymore. I guess they're not doing holiday specials anymore. I'm not going to seek you out to purchase one. So I want you to be somebody that is magnetic, that I want to buy these holiday kits from. So my first ask of you is that if you are bored by the holiday kits, figure something else out. Figure out a way to be excited. Pretend you have never seen them before because your customers haven't. I mean, I watch your numbers. I know new customers are coming in. I mean, think about holiday runs from December 31st. So from January 2025 up until now, how many new customers do you have that have never seen holiday before? How many people have you met who don't know you sell pottery that you can introduce them with holiday bundles? So I ask of you to get invigorated on these holiday kits because I think they're the secret sauce to strategizing the end of Q4, getting you your paw trip points, making sure we're hitting cash dash, double dash for the next month. And not only that, but just volume, 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 because volume equals pay. And if you're anything like me, January comes hitting hard with the credit card, right? And so we want to make sure that not only are we building and building and building our paychecks, but we're also grabbing those incentives as well. Um, Here's the rules. That's make sure you know all the things about holiday. Exciting for absolutely everyone is free shipping on the holiday kits. I say kits because that's what we're going to go over. If you want to odd and end your holiday, you are more than welcome to go in the back office and figure out the onesie twosies that you would like to sell. That is not a strategy, and I would not recommend it. You will get lost in the back office and we will never find you again. I would like you to focus on the holiday kits that are put together. You get free shipping on them. They are a ad hoc order, meaning they are an addition to something. They are not an easy ship, right? So this is an additional order outside of that existing easy ship. That's a positive, you guys. Paul points. Trisha and I had this conversation, and if there was a way for us to tally all the unused paw points that we have sitting in systems, you guys, it would be absolute crazy town. This is an excellent way for you to re-engage. This is the strategy, not everybody, not let me go blast this all over social media. Re-engage someone who hasn't ordered in a while. Re-engage them with a holiday kit because their paw points can be used and they get free shipping. Paw points normally don't include free shipping. So this is a positive thing. You get paw points used and you get free shipping. So if you are looking to re-engage a lost customer, this is how you're going to do it with these holiday kits, because those two things do apply. And again, this is outside of Easy Ship, so this is considered bonus. This is not in lieu of your Easy Ship. This is icing on the cake. Just heads up, December 15th is the last day. Again, that's over 8 weeks away, y'all. So let's not worry about that now. But holiday items must be ordered by December 15th in order to ensure those pets get them in their stockings on Christmas Day. All right, back office assets. I want to make sure that you guys know that these are here and readily available to you. We have a sell sheet that is in the back office for holiday gifts. This is going to tell you all what's in them. It's going to tell you the price of them. It's going to tell you the item number. And this is just a great little thing to have printed out. I would have this printed out next to my desk. I would have this printed out one in my car for those phone conversations that you're going to have, and the one off of somebody, that you run into at the grocery store. I would also have them printed off, and what did I say? The desk. Yes, yes, I would have them by my desk. I would have them have one in my car, and make sure that you know what's out there. But these are your holiday sets. Um, and then I was introduced to these again. This is all fresh eyes. So when I tell you I'm excited about holiday, this is what happens when you have fresh eyes. I had no idea these things existed. And I am tickled to death that y'all have these cards that have all you need to know about Puppy's first holiday and all you need to know about the holiday dinner kit. It tells you exactly what's included. It has the price down here. It has the item number and all of exactly what's in there, and then a sweet little description. If I was having an event, I would absolutely have these set out at the table and make sure that they are there, so that you can see. Back office holiday assets for shareables. Okay, here's what I'll tell you. I'm real excited about these. For me, I would say if I was in the field, these would be, I would use these on my stories and I would use these in my social media. You will see there's a distinct difference here. One is more like, a lifestyle pick and something that you could possibly add some text to. These actually identify what you're seeing, and so they will know what they're purchasing. Like, I would like to buy the winter companion, the perfect winter companion, right? That's the actual title of the kit. And these are more sort of a lifestyle flat lay of what's possible with pottery. Here is your strategy. If we are going for 100, either NPV or PV, all to say, if we are going for that and we're like, you know what, I want to hit that mark. If I were strategizing around this, oh, and here's your disclaimer. I took the largest All Is Calm kit. There are legit 3 of these. One looks just like this and it's a small. This one is the large. And then there's also one for cats that has instead of the bone, it has this little sushi kit. And they are all 3 different prices. But here's the deal. I'm going to sell the large one. Even if you have a small dog, I'm coming in hot and you're going to buy the large one because those are products that you will need and you will use. And I'm going to get the biggest bang for my buck as a customer, and I'm going to assume the sale that my customer wants a great value as well. I'm going to lean into that. So all to say, what I would personally do if I was in the field is I would look at exactly what my customers are already buying. And then I would surprise them with a happy holiday message and let them know that I wanted to let you know this steal of a deal came out. I wanted to grab one for you. It's limited time. I know that you use the seasonings, and I know you had said you had it wouldn't be all is calm, but the chillax on your list. Would you like to pair the 2 this month? It's free shipping, and boom, there is your $100 order. Now, for NPV, this may be controversial, but I would never, ever, ever lead with the intro for you 20. I wouldn't do it tomorrow. I wouldn't do it yesterday. I wouldn't do it. I believe coupons need to be presented as a last resort. These are already discounted. They already get free shipping. So the intro for you 20, I would not apply to I wouldn't apply it at any order, for NPV. I would save that to where someone says, you know what, holidays are here and I just really don't think I'm going to be able to invest at this time. Can you hit me up after the new year? That would be the time where I would say, actually, hold on for a second. Let me see what I can do. I'll get right back to you. Would 20% make a difference in your decision? And then just wait and then come back and say, okay, I was able to do some stuff. Intro for you 20 is your way to go on your $100 or over. That builds a lot of rapport with a customer, knowing that you're looking out for them. But I would hold it because discounts can also create a reliancy of I'm only going to buy it when it's on sale, or they're going to hold out, and you want to say, no, we're going to do this now, and here's the worth and the value of our products. And so I would really, really lean into taking the price value of what it is, knowing all of the things that you're moving forward with your 100 NPV and PV, and your goals ahead. And I would forge forward, and especially with your existing customers, you already know their favorites and they're all right here. And so I would lean into these holiday kits, and make sure that you are, again, these are the type of images that I would create, and send. These are in the back office, they just don't have prices on them. I did that strictly for this call, but these images are actually in the back office. I would pull them and I would send them via text. They just, Pottery just released a couple of holiday kits. These are the products you know and love. You want me to grab you a few while supplies last, type of thing. I did want to show you, this is a part of our next right step. I received this box and it's got the precious tape on it. Again, please entertain me. I've never seen this before, and I'm so excited that we actually have holiday tape. Again, I've been in the industry for a very long time, and holiday anything is a very big deal. To receive the same products in a cardboard box, just like you did the night before or the day before, and when it wasn't a holiday, and then you order a holiday and there's no difference, I was pleased to see the beautiful tape. And I wanted to show you this little guy. He's so cute. You guys, if you have not seen Santa, you all need to get one. He is exceeding every expectation that I've got a guest. Look, he saw me get him out of the box. Um, he has exceeded every expectation. I don't know what I thought, but that picture does not do him justice. He's adorable. So if I were you, I think he's quite the eye catcher. I also got the plaque control. That's not true. That got in with my other box. I got the chillax and I got the bone. This would make an absolutely adorable display at your event. I also got these paw pairings, the beef broth and the chicken broth. And I will tell you, um, these have, sorry, my dogs are right here trying to eat this stuff. These two, I think this could be an upsell for absolutely anybody. If anyone is having any issues with, I'm not sure, my dog doesn't seem, which I can't even imagine, but my dog isn't really liking the, the kibble, or hasn't responded to it. Like, this will spice anything up. And this is actually a really great treat for the pups, and the holiday season when we're chowing down on all of our deliciousness as well. So my challenge to you is to secure your own holiday kits. There is a stat that there is an 80% chance that someone will purchase from you if you have the products to show them. If they can see it, they can touch it, they can see how cute he is, and they have it in front of them, it raises their chances of purchasing to about 80%. And I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty awesome to me. So my challenge to you is, even if you are not having an event, this guy and the other paw pairings and the other holiday kits can absolutely be a tool for your social media. I like him because he's an eye catcher. I think everybody loves to see a stuffed Santa. But I will say, when you see him and you're able to show him, you can pose with him, you can pose him with your pets. There's 1,000 things you can do. So my first challenge to you is make sure that you are leading by example. Your team will not do anything you are not willing to do, and that is a fact. So if you are wanting volume, 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 and qualified, activated pet pros on your team, lead by example. And if you're saying, Elizabeth, I don't have anybody on my team, like, I don't have a team. Yes, you do. They just haven't joined you yet. You may be a party of one, but you are leading already, because when holiday comes around next year and you've got 10 people on your team, you can confidently go back and say, I purchased this last, or I purchased 3 holiday sets last year, or I purchased Santa last year and he was great and everybody at my event loved him, or I was able to raffle him off. Think about if you did that. Like Santa Claus came to town, and for the next 10 people who place an order on my website, he will go to one lucky winner. Like you have got to think like a business owner, pulling people in to purchase from you. And an investment like this is going to pay off in dividends, because absolute worst case, you use it for yourself and your own pups. But it will benefit you and benefit your team by jumping on the holiday bandwagon. I also did the math, and we have, I wanted to do the math right. Yes, we actually do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 weeks until Christmas. If you wanted to, you could feature one holiday kit per week. And so what that means is today is Monday, and you can feature a holiday kit of your choosing. And all week long, I mean, you're not going to be posting every single day. Maybe you will be, but every other day you educate. So you're going to take the images from the back office that we already discussed, and you're going to introduce your audience to what is in those holiday kits. What do they include? Why would my pet need something like that? Why would I want to purchase? And then you're going to attach your pet quiz to that as well, to that posting on social media. So you're introducing them to the holiday kits while getting their personalized results. And you're also going to take those images and text to them once a week to those people that the products apply. I would not text every single one of my current customers with a kit every week. Like it's only to the ones that they apply. But the content is there and I'm up until Christmas. You have content just with holiday kits. If you did nothing else with your poultry business, you would have content for your holiday kits. So don't let the holiday kits pass you by. And lastly, I mentioned this earlier, but find local events. This is the holiday season. People are searching, and whether, people are readily going out saying, I need to stuff my dog's stocking or not, we do. We absolutely have a stocking for our 2 dogs. And that's usually one of the things that I'm scrambling around on Christmas Eve, like, oh, I forgot to get some treats and things. So you are going to be helping and providing that forethought before the holiday season gets here. So all that to say, that is, I'm gonna stop sharing. That is your holiday November and December, really, strategy. So with that, y'all have blown up this chat and I was not able to see it the whole time. Let me see. I'll just let y'all unmute. Does anybody have any major questions for me? I do not want to take y'all too much longer, but happy to answer any questions. And if not, we'll get you some time back in your day. And y'all know where to find me. Again, many of you, we talk and text and email and strategize as well. But it's Elizabeth at Pottery if y'all have any questions or want to reach back out. But other than that, I have covered all of my content. Hi, Mike. I can see all of your faces now. Hi, Lisa and Joey. All right. Well, y'all were a very captive audience. I appreciate you. And y'all come find me if you need me.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Much. Love y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.